welcome back to Angie's Pantry. Today I am going to do another Meals on a Dime. And again, it's with pork chops because that was the best price on it. So I'm going to be frying up 2 pork chops. Then I'm going to smother it with savory herb stuffing. Bake it for a minute. Then I'm going to keep it warm in my slow cooker for my husband because I've got a Tupperware meeting tonight to go to. I'm also going to do some steamed corn and keep that warm in my slow cookers too. Alright, let me bring you in a little closer and show you how I'm doing this. So this is my 4-in-1 center, and you can make rice in it, you can do a lot of fun stuff in here, but I'm going to show you how I'm just going to steam corn, ears of corn. So here's your base, and at the base you've got a ring. So with that, I'm going to pour some water in there, up to that rim. Just fill it right up to that rim. I've already washed my corn. So now I'm going to put in the next base, and it's a nice solid base. It's got holes in the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right, I will put information in the video explaining more about this product. All right, so let's get our corn in here. Again, you're just gonna put it in. And then I'm gonna use the heavy solid lid to put on that top. I'm gonna put that one across. And now I'm gonna place this in my microwave I'm gonna probably put it in there for 10 minutes. So that way the water and everything gets in there and it'll come out perfectly steamed. In my pan, it's preheated, it's very hot. I'm going to add some olive oil, 2 tablespoons of butter. The reason I put the butter in with the olive oil is so the butter doesn't burn. I've already seasoned both sides of my pork chops with salt and pepper. That butter around there. See that sizzle? That's what you want to hear. Because you don't want to put meat in a cold pan. It won't brown pretty for you. Alright, let's get these pork chops in there. And I'm going to brown them really well on both sides, and then I'm going to put them in here. The stuffing, we're just going to make it just like it says so on the box, on the side. For microwave cooking, it says 1.5 cups of water, hot water, to 4 tablespoons of butter, and then you mix it together. And I'm not going to microwave it, I'm just going to mix it together, and then that's what we're going to put over the top of the pork chops and bake it in the oven for a few minutes, well, until it gets, the top gets brown. Okay, so the butter is melted enough in the hot water for me to add my stuffing mix. And that's as easy as it is, right there. And then you stir it around, make sure that it gets good and, coated with the water. And then we set it aside and wait until the pork chops are browned on both sides. I chopped up a half an onion, and I got out, probably a little bit over a half a cup of mushrooms that I had from many meals ago that I'm still using throughout my meals. All right, let's check that. I'll get that once the mushrooms brown, I'll put that in there. Let's check the corn. All right, the microwave just stopped. Let's take a look at this and see how it looks. Tongs out. Oh yeah, they look beautiful. So this part's done, and then I'm going to get ready and show you how I put it in the slow cooker to keep it warm. So I've got my crock pot preheated on low. Now I'm going to take the bottom part of my steamer, that water that we steam the corn in. I'm going to put that in there. Now I'm going to add the corn in here. And then my husband, when he gets home, he'll have nice warm corn on the cob. That hair off of there. And that's it. I'm going to bump it down onto warm so it stays nice and warm for him. All right, let's get back to the pork chops. My pork chops are browning good. I'm going to add the onion and the mushroom in there. I'm not cutting up the mushroom this time because I want them whole. Stir it around a little. And cook those through a little bit. And I've got enough seasoning of salt throughout the oil, but I am going to put a little bit of cracked pepper on them. So I have a little dish that fits perfect inside my slow cooker. I got it at a yard sale, but if you can find one that fits inside yours nicely, then that's what you'll use. I'm using some lard to just, you know, coat the pan. You can use ham spray if you choose, or butter. I'm just using the lard. I'm going to take those pork chops that are browned beautifully on both sides. See, you can push in and they're still squishy. That's what you want. You don't want them overcooked. That one got really brown. Let's flip that one over. All right. Stir up the mushroom and the onion. Let's add that to the top. Just gonna smother that up like that. Just trying to make it where you can see. Just like so. Looks good already, don't it? Alright, get back in there, you little escape artist. Now I'm going to take that fork and I'm going to fluff up this stuffing. And then I'm going to pour the stuffing over it and all around it. Escapees. And then just kind of lightly push it around. Don't squish it down in there. Scrape out the glass. Get the rest of it out. We don't want to waste no food, right? Alright. Now the mushrooms and onions was optional. If you had it, then do it. If not, you can do it without. This part is optional too. Take a little olive oil, drizzle over the top. Add a little bit of Parmesan. Just a real little bit. And then I like to sprinkle a little bit of pepper over it. And then we'll bake this in the oven, which is at 375, until probably about, I'd say 20 minutes. Before I put that in the oven, I'm gonna put a lid over it. If you don't got a lid, use a foil to put over it. Just for about the first 15 minutes, and then take the lid off the last 5 minutes to get it golden brown. Let's get the slow cooker set up. So I got it plugged in. This is my KitchenAid selective selections, it says. So I'm gonna take the lid off. I got it set on warm for 6-7 hours almost. So I'm gonna pour in hot water. And that was about 4 cups worth. And then you know how you always have your foil that you pull and it's left over? The ones that I don't use, or it ain't got nothing on there, I keep in a baggie so I can use, and then I set 3 of them in there, and then push the water down. And then I will set that dish right on top of that and put the lid on it, and it'll keep it all nice and warm. Here's the tricky part, getting that in there. I'm gonna do it without the lid and just use my pot holders. And they're gonna get a little wet. Set it in there. Move it around so that it's right on top, set just like that. Take the lid. Set it on there. I'm going to push it down just a little so it stays sturdy. And that's it. Then you put your lid back on, clip it, and it'll keep your food warm until whenever. My husband won't be home until 5:30, 6 o'clock, and he won't eat till probably 7, so that's another 2.5 hours from now. So that's how easy it is to keep your food warm in your slow cookers. I hope you enjoyed this video on meals in a budget. Big hugs from my pantry to yours. Bye.